Page 33, here's a happy song. Again, they're telling you to read by patterns. I don't read by patterns, but as long as you know what they are and can do it if you have to, that's what they're after. They're thinking left hand, G, go down a second, etc. So look at the left hand. The first note is a G. The next note, you go down a second, that's the F. Next note, you go down another second, that's the E. And that's what they're talking about, saying down a second, up a second, up a second, up a second. And then do it again. Down a second, down a second, down a second, up a second, up a second. I think, yes, you should be able to do it, but that's about as far as I take it. I do not read by patterns. In Happy Song, the melody's in the left hand. And there is an F there to tell you loud, so play the melody loud. The chords are in the right hand. You see the first notes in the right hand, you have a C, E, G. It's a C chord. Then in the last measure of the right hand, you have an F and a G. It's another kind of chord. We'll get to that later, all right? But they're using it now, so there. Now this is a case where the notes are not directly above each other. They're a little cockeyed. Well, they have to, because there isn't room to put them above. If they put them directly above, they would overlap and you wouldn't be able to tell exactly what's going on. So here they're a little off, but they're touching, and that's good. Same difference. So play them at the same time. You put your hand in that position for these two fingers and you just drop the hand down. Try and get them down at the same time. A little tricky, but you can do it. There is a repeat sign at the end of this, so we're going to play this twice. I don't have a lot else to say on here. It's just, there's a good example there on the first two measures of this in the right hand of the difference between a whole rest and a half rest. If you look at it, the first one in the first measure there, that is a whole rest. It's hanging below the line. And in the next measure, in the right hand, that is a half rest that's sitting on the line. See, the two boxes are identical, but it's just where are they? And that's the big difference between them. One little tricky thing that tricked me, it might trick you too, that first chord in the right hand, that C, E, G, those are quarter notes. I looked at those first and thought they were half notes, because a half note is an open circle with a stem. Well, what they've done here is they put the names of the notes inside the note, and so it makes them look empty at first, but then when you look at it you realize it's a letter. That's a quarter note, gets one count. So in the second measure, the left hand plays the first two quarter notes by itself. Then it plays the half note by itself. That's going to hold the half note down while it plays the quarter note. And then it goes on. So make sure you hold the left hand G down as you play the chord. Right? It's like the last measure of the first line. That's a whole note. You're going to hold it down while you play those chords. All the time that stays down until the next measure. Well, look at the last measure of the piece there. On the second line, the last measure, you have the C in the left hand. It's a whole note. You're going to hold it down for 4 counts, and while you're doing that, you're going to play these chords in the right hand. But you're holding that down, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, off. Or repeat, whatever you're doing. But keep that in mind. Now it's getting tricky. The hands are, and it will get trickier, but I will try and point these out for you. I'll give us 4 counts. Let's try this out together. Again, you're in C position, okay? Okay. 1, 2, ready, go.